Hi, this is Matt, and I am going to show you how to use the basics of Skydrive Word app. So, first, this is the Skydrive Word app, okay? Once you click in the white text box, you can type just like in any Word program. To save, you go up to File, Save, and then it's saving like that. Um, thing is that if you use 2010 Word 2010, those programs, this is going to be pretty easy. It's basically the same thing. This is updated 2013, but that isn't too different. So, to save, you just go File, Save. To make a new document, to make a new document, you'd have to exit out of this. So what you would do is you would click on whatever, you'd go back to your SkyDrive up here, and then you can create a new one, just like the steps that are shown previously. You can restore by clicking previous versions, and then it's going to show you all the versions of this document, and it's, yeah, this is when I deleted that text before. So if I click here, it'll come back to the older version of it. You do gotta save to activate that feature. So let's go back here. So to get out of this, you go. Okay, so now we're gonna learn how to change the fonts, colors, and highlights and stuff. So let me just type a story. Hi, how are you doing? So to change the font, you're gonna select the text and then go up to this little font box up here. And you have all these fonts. Let's say I want that one, and then you just click off. You can make it bold by clicking the bold button. You can make it italic by putting that. You can make it underline by doing that. You can cross it out by clicking here. You can do a subscript, make it like smaller if you're doing like other stuff. You can also make it like that. Text highlighting color. You can make it different colors if you want to highlight part of it, so then if I type even more, it will highlight it. If you want to unhighlight, you just go no color. And that's no color. There you go. So then if you want to change the color of the actual text, you can make it different colors like that. You just always gotta highlight what you're doing. So I'm gonna make this no color there. So then you can make it. You can also, this little box will hover. Sometimes it will. It's kind of picky. But that's what you can do there. The next thing we're gonna look at is just the top tabs up here. These tabs are important to what we're doing. These are home, insert, page layout, view, and then file. And that file is just all of your saves and exit and what I was showing you before. So, in the insert tab, we have, if you want to insert a table, if you want to insert a picture, if you want to insert clip art. So that's what we're going to be talking about next, clip art and stuff like that. You can links, page layout. This is how you would make it landscape, portrait. It's how you change your margins, how you change your size of the paper, spacing, line spacing, and all that. So let's look at clip art here. So for clip art, we are going to go to where it says insert clip art. So I'm going to do that again to show you. So if you're at the home screen, you're going to go to this insert clip art, and let's say I want a dog, and search it, enter to search, and I want that one, and you're going to hit insert, and it's going to upload your clip art into there, and there you go. You can also, it was letting you do that. 1 second here. So if you click on, so if I'm off the picture right now, so I'm not on the picture. When you click on the picture, it gets a little like darker, a little more fadey. You hit format, and then you're gonna click grow if you want to make it bigger, or shrink if you want to make it smaller. And you can also do this if you want it 12. You can do that, whatever. You can put like frames around it, so metal frame. If you click up here, that's kind of cool actually. You can do that, like a bevel kind of thing. There's so many cool different features on there that everyone finds very interesting. The last thing is just the shapes here. So if I go to insert again, oopsie, my mistake. If I go, we're going to talk about shapes later because that is only available in the Word, according to right now. So we will talk about that later. So basic programmed fonts. So if I type the dog is, oh boy, the dog is named Hat. I don't know, whatever. Um, then you would you highlight that, and up here and under these styles, you can just pick different kinds of styles that are kind of pre-programmed, like title. You click on that, it gives you some pre-programmed styles, and that should be named. We'll talk about that later. I'm gonna purposely misspell that. Okay, so we're gonna. So now what we're gonna do is, since we've talked about those pre-programmed fonts, we're gonna talk about spell check. Spell check is very important. You can go up here and click ABC spelling, and then hit spelling, and then it'll give you some options. Or my favorite way to do it is, obviously this is not a word, so we're just gonna get rid of all this. But we're gonna look at the sentence down here. I purposely misspelled one thing wrong here, and now we have two things wrong here. So what you can do is, if it's underlined red, it means that something is wrong. So you right click. So I right clicked on that, and ooh, it says dog, door, doom, or dogs. I wanted dog, so then you just do that, and then named Hat. So that's basically it for spell check. Now we're going to talk about the different views here. So if you go up to the tab that holds view, you can do a reading view. And if that ever comes up, you just hit save, unless you don't want to save, obviously. But, so now this is like a reading view. Now if I had more than one page, this is obviously a better idea. But to go back to edit the document, you just go edit in Word doc. In Word app, my mistake. So we're going back to there right now. Now what we're going to do is we are going to talk about how to open it in Word. Sometimes, like, the shapes weren't available unless you do it in a Word format. So now it's kind of obvious. You hit the button up here by the tab to open in Word. And what this will do... okay. Wow. Okay. These computers apparently don't have Microsoft Word on them. So that's not going to work too well. But what would happen is, it would upload, it would open it up, and it was like download, and then it would open back up in a Word format, like Microsoft Word program. So if you don't have Word, that's not going to work too well. But you can add shapes and stuff, and that's, unfortunately, I can't show that to you because computers don't have Word. But, I don't know why they don't have Word. But that is something that everyone can look at, obviously. So now we have shapes. Can't do that one because that doesn't have it. So let's do, I'm just going to talk about a couple other features quickly, very quickly, because there's all time here. So, and page layout, I mean, I showed you some of that stuff. You can paste stuff with the paste button, or you can right click, paste. Set proofing language, we'll set it to a different language if you're not English, or if you want to change it back to English or whatever. If I highlight some text and I go insert, oopsie, if you go to insert link up here, I could say I want it to display Google link, and then I could www.google.com. So I hit insert, and then you have to hold control down, and when you click on that in a new tab, I'll show that to you again. Watch up here in the tabs. It brought you to Google. Look at that. So that's pretty simple. Oh, I just deleted my dog. Control Z So if you hold Control D down, it actually undoes, and this undo button. So if I'd actually deleted pictures that I don't want to, there's a little undo button up here. Just click undo, and that will undo your work. Also, there's this quick save button up here if you just want to click the table is just inserting a table, and then you can type, and then whatever you want to type in there. You can also edit tables, like delete columns, and, well, I just deleted the whole table, but there's lots of features you can do. I'm not going to get in depth with that, but I mean, you can center it, align it, delete stuff, insert a row above, insert right, whatever. Alright, so that's it for the tutorial on Word. Continue with the rest of the PowerPoint, and I hope you enjoyed the little Word app trial.